Millions more egg layers being culled in a bird flu purge across the United States. We're talking a lot of chickens and a lot of eggs. We have Walmart's great value brand products are disappearing nationwide. A lot of folks chiming in on that. We have Colombia, the nation of Colombia, is going into a hyperinflationary death spiral. And they're not the only ones. The United States is following close on its heels. And you're going to want to hang on because we also have an update on what's going on with the Opus 1800 giveaway, which is happening this Saturday, which was on a previous video, which we'll talk about and make sure that you are signed up for that. Welcome to the Poplar Report, everyone. I'm Steve Poplar. I'm an accountant, and normally I'm up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but I am in Florida. But I want to keep the updates flowing on what's going on out there. Please do keep your updates coming in. Make sure you use the word update in your comment on any video on this channel, and let us know geographically, roughly about where you are. We want to thank our sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. They do a fantastic job getting people out of stocks and bonds and into something safer, like gold, silver, platinum coins that you own. Not something that the bank says that you have, but things that you actually own. If you want to get some more information, reach out to Jonathan and his team. You can find them down in the description down below. All right, so a lot of you guys heard about our Opus 1800 power unit giveaway, and that is happening. And you guys have been sending in your comments onto that video. There'll be a link at the end of this video. We'll put the video on the screen. You just click into it, make sure that you have a comment on there to be qualified. We're going to announce that by the pinned comment on that video, and also on our newsletter. The newsletter is the easiest way to find out if you won, so make sure you're signed up for the newsletter. There'll be a link at the end of the video so you can sign up for the newsletter. We send that out every week. It has a lot of tips and tricks on how to get more prepared and conversations and such, so that's definitely a free resource you want to make sure you're signed up for anyway. All right, if you see any comments down below on this video about you won or something like that, please ignore them. And make sure that you do not reply to scammers with your personal information. All right, so let's talk about those millions of egg layers, right? So 1.1 million egg layers in Iowa were just culled the other day due to a bird flu detection. Now, this is in addition to the 900,000 that were culled earlier in Minnesota, earlier this month. We're losing a lot of chickens again this year. We lost a lot last year, and that's what kind of caused the egg crisis last year. Well, we're losing a whole bunch of egg layers again this year. We haven't seen it impacting the turkey prices just yet. It looks like we might be okay with turkey this year, but that remains to be seen whether all the cullings of turkeys is going to impact prices as well. We had a major meeting just the other day between President Xi and President Biden in San Francisco. They cleaned up the whole city. It was fantastic. They showed that they could actually clean up the city if they wanted to, and they hung a whole bunch of Chinese Communist Party banners all over the place, and then President Biden called him a dictator to his face. So anyway, and also saying that Israel agreed to a ceasefire, which they didn't. So it's just confusing. I don't know what happened there, and President Biden doesn't know what happened there, and nobody really understands what's going on. Just everybody's kind of mad about it, and it's just absolutely crazy. This is from a viewer in Huber Heights, Ohio. The city was hacked and reported things like financials, HR, utilities, taxes were among the areas that were compromised. So this happened on November 12th in the early morning hours. And now they're unable to take online payments for utilities. Also, 911 was impacted there in Huber Heights, Ohio. More and more hacks happening all over the place. That is a serious situation. What happens if your county? What happens if your town? What happens if your city gets hacked? What will you do? What will be impacted? Will you be able to access your cash? That's all the kind of questions that we keep asking out here, right? Michael A. Says, speaking of Best Buy dates, don't be afraid to look in the discount meat. I was at my local Kroger store in Michigan yesterday and found thick sliced bacon, 1.5 pounds for $4.50. That's a good price. And they had 5, and I took all 5. When I got home, I looked at the Best Buy date, and it was for January 14th, 2024. Only thing I can think of is that they misread the date. It was 50% off. Take the deal when you can, friends, because not always are the Best Buy dates out in the discount bin, right? So sometimes they just have too much product. They want to unload it or whatever reason, and so just make sure you're checking those discount bins, even if you're not usually one of those people. You need to save every penny you can out there, right? This is from a viewer in Orange County, California. Huge lack of great value items at Walmart. Orange County, California, they're supposed to be like really, really rich. That's the reputation, right? That's a suburb out there that has lots and lots of money, or at least that's what's being said. And if they're running out great value items, that is, people are definitely switching their spending habits. Still zero wheat flour for a month or more. And this is from Ran. Sioux Falls. Watch out for the fresh cranberries. None of them are ripe, and even the ones that appear ripe on the outside are white, hard, and have no juice. So do be checking to make sure that apparently cranberries are having a bit of an issue out there. Is anyone else seeing that? Let us know in the comments down below. Whatever you're seeing, whatever you're hearing at your workplaces, please let us know what's going on. This is from another viewer. Whatever happened to Hungry Jack instant mashed potatoes? It disappeared off the shelves, never to be seen again anywhere. Yeah, we've been talking about that. Hungry Jack kind of petered out. They were having a hard time keeping them on the shelves, and then suddenly just kind of seemed to disappear. So maybe they lost their contract with Walmart. Who knows what's going on with that? But definitely issues out there. We're seeing some new brands kind of pop up in the potato flake section, but this is from another viewer. Walmart Great Value Tuna. I bought 5-ounce cans and noticed the calorie content compared to the older cans was reduced by 30 calories. Now, down to 100 calories, right? So 100 calories versus 130 calories. Same ingredients, same can size and serving size, one can still. The price hasn't changed. I opened one of each. The new cans at 100 calories have more water and less tuna. This might be the reason that the generic tuna is well stocked compared to name brand. I live in southeast Arizona. So friends, do watch out for that. We're starting to see that out there. You know, chili has less beef in it. They're substituting cheaper ingredients, and in a lot of these cases, they're substituting more water. Watch those calorie counts, friends. Donna E. says, at a Walmart in Gardner, Kansas, Gardner, Kansas, most of Great Value products were gone. I have never seen this before. Friends, are you seeing Great Value products disappearing off the Walmart shelves? Let us know. This is from another viewer. My family in Colombia, the country, told me that 1 week ago, food prices across the board went up 10% in 1 week. Even worse, they said that it is being reported on the news that taxes on people's homes, real estate taxes, are going up 300% next year. So it's going to triple. What would happen if your real estate taxes tripled? Would you be able to handle that? It's a lot, right? And they are too poor to pay the expense. They pointed out that this is how it started in Venezuela, right next door, right? Increase in food costs and taxes increasing, and people lost everything. The price of silver went from 52,000 bolivars to 101 million bolivars in 2021. I'm encouraging everyone to buy silver ASAP. And that goes out there, friends. Buy physical objects. Buy items that you may first buy the things that you need to purchase anyway, right? That's why I keep saying stock up on food, stock up on consumables. Get those paper towels, whatever you can. Buy things that you're going to buy anyway. And then in addition to that, if you have more money that you want to protect, buy things that are going to hold their value, like precious metals. Don't keep them in dollars. And even the stock market, even though it will go up in a hyperinflationary environment, it won't go up as fast as the dollar will be coming down. That is key, friends. So people are like, oh, well, the stock market went up tons in Venezuela. Yeah, it did, but the currency there collapsed way faster, and still people got wiped out in the stock market too. This is from a viewer in Nebraska. A good friend of mine went to the hospital last week. They told him that he needed blood platelets. They sent him home after 4 days with half the platelets he needed because there were none to be found in all of Nebraska. So, shortages of blood out there, and particularly platelets. If you guys are hearing that out there as well, please let us know. That is really, really mission critical. That is a big deal. Definitely a big deal. And if you need the medical procedures and if they're coming up, make sure you're asking about that. Misty says, I'm a rabbit breeder in Morgantown, West Virginia. My local Rural King has been out of my chosen brand of rabbit feed for a week. I had to get a different brand to tide them over in hopes of my chosen feed would be restocked in a day or two. Today I ran out of the substitute feed so I had to restock. Rural King is now completely out of every kind of rabbit feed. I had to drive across town to my local Southern States, I guess that's a store, where they had very little rabbit feed in stock. I settled for the last 3 bags of a different substitute brand. Rabbits have very complex digestive systems as well as very sensitive stomachs. Any sudden feed changes to a rabbit's diet can cause major issues. I've been raising rabbits for over a decade and never experienced all the brands of rabbit feed being completely out of stock before. So if you're raising rabbits and you need rabbit feed out there, be aware that there may be some issues out there with supply. This is from Sadie. Shortage of Eckert products, that's like sausages and stuff. Hard to find packaged sandwich meats. It is far cheaper than fresh sliced at the deli. Smoked sausage is always hit or miss. Not sure why. Once again, Central Indiana. So we're going to put up here on the screen, there's the link to the Black Friday Opus sale. So if you just put a comment on there, if you put 3 or 4 comments, it's not going to count. But, feel free to if you want to. And then if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, sign up right here. They'll take you to a sign-up form, put your email in there, and then that way you'll get the update on who actually won. Or you can just check in on the video and look at the pinned comment. Ignore any other scammers out there. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report, out.